Hey, it's Noah, and in this video I'm going to walk you through Agency X-Ray. Agency X-Ray is a course that teaches you the systems I've built over the past few years to help me run my agency effectively. I don't know about you, but staying organized and tracking all the data I need to run my agency has always been a pain point. I've tried heaps of different systems, but none of them really felt right for managing my agency. And I didn't just want to store data for quick reference. I needed to be able to analyze my data and processes to guide the decisions I make about my business. So I created my own system specific to the needs of a website agency, which I've called Agency X-Ray. If you want insights into what is and isn't working in your sales process, client management, care plan services, project financials, and lead generation efforts, you might want to pay close attention to the system I'm about to show you. One of the keys to my success is properly tracking my leads through a sales process, so I can stay focused even when juggling dozens of leads, which lets me close more deals and not feel overwhelmed. In the morning, I open up the current leads view within the leads tracking table to see what leads I need to work on. A critical part of closing deals for me is to have a sales process with distinct steps in it and to always know where a lead is in that sales process. I use a specific field I call status to store this information. As you can see, I have a lot of steps in my sales process. I also store what important interactions I've had with the lead for quick reference, what the next step is for that lead, and the date it needs to happen, and a whole lot of other information that lets me see whatever I need at a quick glance. For example, I can see the scope of a project, the steps I've taken with the lead, any verbal estimate I've given, and how they found me. These examples are just the very basics. The second goal of my system is to organize my client details so I can provide my services effectively, cut down on admin time, and identify any potential upsell opportunities. For example, my care plan team uses the care plan details view to see all the important technical details about these care plan customers, including the DNS records, the registrar, any Google Analytics information, where the client is hosted, what email service they have, dozens and dozens of other fields that we use to manage our care plan services. I use other views to see what clients I can upsell, which I need to ask a review from, who could potentially benefit from a new website, who the best and worst clients are, and much more. I store over 70 fields about clients in Agency X-Ray, so as you can imagine, this gives me a lot of information to work with. The third goal of Agency X-Ray is to truly understand my project financials. I personally am obsessed about knowing my financial information, so I need my system to calculate those details easily. If we look at the project profits view, we can see details such as the total proposal amount, how much of that project is dedicated to the website build, the project's labor cost, any miscellaneous costs, and then the calculators can determine the overall profit of the project as well as the profit margin. Also, for reference purposes, this view also shows the lead source of the project, the scope, the kickoff date, and when we expect this website to go live. The fourth goal of Agency X-Ray is to know what lead generation methods are working so I can invest in what works the best. The reporting table performs a ton of automatic calculations using the data already collected about leads and clients, which helps me make decisions about the effectiveness of my various lead generation efforts. For each lead generation method here, I can see things like the total revenue, the average sale, the average profit, my cost per lead, as well as my cost per sale, and about a dozen other financial fields. Using the sales pipeline view, we can also see for those lead generation methods where leads are dropping off in the sales process, either the initial call, the second call, the proposal, etc. Having this data at my fingertips allows me to make better business decisions. Without it, I'd just be following my gut, and frankly, when it comes to understanding project profitability, lead generation success, and which sales process steps are working, my gut can be wrong. Now, I demoed this system in a mastermind group earlier this year, and the other agency owners flipped out at the implications of having these kind of insights in their own agencies. Several wanted me to show them how to set it up for themselves, so I figured I'd turn it into a course, and Agency X-Ray was born. I've gotten some great feedback on the course and the system itself, and considering you now have a solid understanding of Airtable, I'd like to invite you to check it out for yourself. Just click the link below this video to learn more.